to Romans 10 and 17. Reread that again up.
Romans 10:17. So then faith coming by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High.
All right, I'm gonna get two more precepts. Galatians 4 and 1.
I'm gonna get you quick one.
Go ahead, bro. Bring it up.
This Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom.
Wisdom. And what is wisdom? Understanding the fear of Yahweh Hashem Mashah, that's wisdom. And then like Apostle Kabar goes into also being able to apply knowledge, man. Because just because you know the things, it doesn't mean you can actually apply it, man.
So,
go ahead,
it's going to prove your point, and with all that getting, get understanding.
With all thy getting, get understanding, man. Being able to actually edify what you know. Building brothers up, man. And that's a great teacher right there, man. You know? Because it's all about building up your Akim, man. You don't want to be the only one that knows this breakdown. That's selfish, man. You know? All right? Galatians 4 and 1.
You got it?
Go ahead.
All right, Galatians 4 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now I say that the error,
What's the error? The error is an Israelite. Go ahead.
as long as he is a child,
Meaning he was born again. Continue.
different nothing from a servant, though be the most high of all.
Though he be Lord of all, meaning basically he just doesn't come out on top. He has to serve first and then become a leader. Go ahead.
But it's under tutor
It is under tutors. Go ahead.
and governors to the time appointed of the Father.
All right, now I'm gonna get a quick precept. This is 1 John. Because you need your teachers, man, you know, and just because you've been in this thing 3, 5, 7, 8 years, you know, 8 and 9 years, you're mature and so on and so forth, but regardless, you're going to need your teachers. And this is the point. 1 John 2 and 27, but the anointing, and then the anointing is going into smear, to smear something, smear oil. What's the oil? The truth. Which ye have received of him abiding in you, and ye need not that any man teach you, but as the same anointing teaching you of all things, and is truth, and is no lie, and even as it have taught you, ye shall abide in him. And this doesn't happen overnight, man. This is a process of time. Now read Galatians 4 and 2.
Galatians 4 and 2. But it's under tutors and governors until the time appointed
Until the time appointed. And that time appointed is by Yahweh Hashem Shai. Go ahead.
of the Father.
That's right. All right, last precept.
I got
Go ahead.
I got that word child
Go ahead, bro.
in Galatians 4 and 1.
Go ahead.
See if we get the is it
Strong.
oh yeah, we
Luke
go.
2 and 40.
Strong's G 3516. Napios.
Napios, which get the main definition. Well, not of age, metaphorically.
Not of age, man. So when you come in this thing, man, what the fuck do you know? You don't know nothing, man. So you can't come to elder brothers telling elder brothers so on and so forth when you're not of age, man. Go ahead.
A minor.
A minor? What's a minor? He's not grown. Go ahead.
Metaphorically, childish, untaught,
Untaught, unskilled.
unskilled.
Childish, untaught, unskilled. And what are you childish in? What are you not taught in? What are you not skilled in? It's understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
An immature Christian.
An immature Christian. So, and that goes back to what Yahshua was talking about. So if a Ak eats Thanksgiving dinner with his family or get a plate, he's not going off. And if he does not do it, he's not going off. The scriptures is about balance, man. All right? All right, bro. Take us home, Mark. Luke 2 and 40.
Luke 2 and 40. It's Luke 2 and 40. And the child grew.
All right, go ahead.
And the child grew and waxed strong in the spirit, filled with wisdom and grace of the Most High upon him.
This is Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
And if I can say
Go ahead,
this,
Doc. Go ahead.
Yahweh Shai had the fed them 40 days and 40 nights. That's when he waxed strong in the spirit, man. You know, that's why he told the disciples, you only get this faith by fasting and praying, man. Because he done it through experience, man. Because he still was in the flesh, man. Even though he was the Savior and it was set up for him to go off, it was still things he had to do to wax strong in the spirit, man. And that was that fast he done for 40 days and 40 nights, man. You know?
Go ahead, bro.
Now his parents went to Jerusalem every year at the feast of the Passover, and when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast. Keep going on. And when they had fulfilled the days, as they returned, and the child Yahushua tarried behind Jerusalem, and Joseph and his mother knew not of it. But they supposed him.
Hey, y'all, you know what? Jump to 46.
Luke,
because they was looking for him. They realized that Yahushua wasn't with them. Go ahead.
Luke 4,
2 and 46.
2 and 46. And it came to pass that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors, both hearing them and asking them questions. And all that heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers.
Go ahead, bro. Keep going.
And when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said to him, Son, why hast thou thus dealt with us? Behold, thy father and I have sought thee sorrowing. And he said to them, how is it that ye sought me? Wist ye not that I must be about my father's business?
Now go back to Luke 2 and 42, bro.
Luke
2
and 42. And when he was 12 years old, they went up to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast.
And when was Yahushua really, he was about his father's business, really just getting into that thing at age 12, man. That's why I say, man, when you in this truth, you're not grown until you're 12. Like when you're 8, 9, 10, you're mature and so on and so forth. But when you're 12, man, and 12 years in the truth, man, that's when you consider as a grown-up, man. That's why the apostles be saying, yeah, you've been here 5, 6, 7 years, so on and so forth, man. It's just babes. But when you hit that 12-year mark, man, basically that's when you consider grown, man. All right, take us home up.
Acts 8 and 26. And the angel of the Lord spake unto Philip, saying, Arise and go toward the south, unto the way that goeth down from Jerusalem to Gaza, which is a desert. And he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, a eunuch of great authority.
And that eunuch was the Israelite. Go ahead.
Under Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her treasure, and had come to Jerusalem for to worship, was returning and sitting in his chariot, read Isaiah the prophet. And the Spirit said unto Philip, Go near and join thyself to his chariot.
Go ahead.
And Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah, and said, Understandest thou what thou readest? And he said, How can I, except some man should guide me?
Meaning he needed a teacher. Go ahead.
And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. The place of the scripture which he read was this: He was led as a sheep to the slaughter, and like a lamb done before the shearer. So opened he not his mouth. In his humiliation, his judgment was taken away, and who shall declare his generation? For his life is taken from the earth. And the eunuch answered Philip and said, I pray thee, of whom speaketh the prophet this? For himself or some other man? Then Philip opened his mouth and began at the same scripture and preached unto him Yahushua.
And that's what we supposed to do, man. When new brothers come in, we supposed to teach them the importance of having faith in Yahushua, man. That's where Philip started at. So just a recap on this lesson, man. You're gonna have to be predestined to understand this anyway, meaning you have to be a man of Yahweh and then given to Yahushua. You're gonna have to have milk, basics of the scriptures, and then over process of time, as you begin to grow, you get into the meat, the deepness of the scriptures. Then you're gonna have to have teachers, man, so on and so forth. This is the basics and the understanding of the scriptures, man. And that's the reason why certain cats can't break down the scriptures wrong, man, because they get certain breakdowns, they puff up and they think they can teach people, and what happens is they mislead their followers, man. All right?
That's all.
I go ahead and close up.
This is Galatians chapter 3, verse 1 through 3. O foolish Galatians, who has bewitched you that you should not obey the truth, before whose eyes Yahushua HaMashiach have been evidently set forth, crucified among you.
Mm-hmm.
This only would I learn of you. Receive ye the Spirit by the works of the law, or by the hearing of faith?
Yeah, and that's how they received the Spirit. That's how we receive the Spirit, man. Because what is faith? Faith is a gift given by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It's not something you will or you did. It was a gift given to you, man. Go ahead.
Yes, so like on the flip side, you got a brother that's outside the camp and you teaching him. You know what I'm saying? He learned. You know what I'm saying? You know the main things is just letting him build up in the faith, man. You know over amount of time, then he's supposed to try to start keeping certain laws. You know, growing his beard, not lying his hair. But the number one thing is letting him build up in the faith first. Man. You know, that's why Paul was like, who bewitched you? Because that's what the Galatians were doing. They were trying to push the law. You know what I'm saying? Which Paul had to check him, like, you didn't get the truth by your works. You know what I'm saying? You got the truth by the hearing of faith, man. Like the brother was saying, you got the truth by hearing the word from you know what I'm saying, watching you probably watch YouTube, or a brother probably counting you personally, man. You know? So you gotta remember that you might be teaching a newcomer, man. You can't rush him into keeping the laws, you know what I'm saying? It's all on how he growing, man. You know? Verse 2. I read verse 2 again. This only would I learn of you, receive ye the Spirit by the works of the law, or by the hearing of faith. Mm-hmm. Are you so foolish, having begun in the Spirit? Are you now made perfect by the flesh?
Right. So basically, the law is not gonna make you perfect, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's all about faith, man. And then what's so important about faith, as you attain, once you establish yourself in Yahushua, you get deeper into the foundation of the truth. And then you have faith. So faith is going to basically make you keep the law anyway to the best of your ability, man. It's not fucking vice versa. You were doing the law, so on and so forth, because if we actually went by the law, all of us in this room would be dead, man. All right? Y'all got any closing remarks? And we hope you were edified until you cast that actually don't know how to break down the scriptures correctly, man. Hey, you need to be taught again, man. And that's in humility, man. You know, that's why the apostles are the ambassadors of this thing, man. All right? Hope you're edified. Shalom.
Shalom. You got original nothing.
You sure?
Come on, that's y'all want to.
Shit, I mean,
Shit,